What up, what up, what up? What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, Elaminxx. Today we've got a very, very important topic to you today from Elaminxx Codex. Today we're talking about life force, sexual energy, and how men are pretty much been bamboozled, hoodwinked in our world just to become weaker and weaker just by engaging in the act of pornography and engaging in the act of masturbation. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started. Releasing life force or sexual energy or jing every day, it's actually causing your body to become weaker physically and spiritually. Every time you ejaculate, you actually are exporting valuable nutrition that your body needs, and it's pulling valuable resources from your brain, liver, and other organs. This is a vital part of your early stages of growth if you're 16 to 21. People even start their careers early in this, which is even worse because the porn industry knows if they can get you into this early on in life, that you become much more attached into it. Because at that stage of growth, you're developing your needs and your wants based on your environment, and that's what you're observing constantly. Your brain will also be built around that reality as well, which is not a good thing. Because it's sad, man. Because men go into their 30s or 40s with these habits, and they see their relationships, their marriages broken. So what we need to do as the young generation, we need to completely abolish this and destroy this and assist other men in overcoming this monster of a thing. Right? So again, they're not stupid, bro. They know exactly what they're doing. They want you to worship them. They want you to love them. They pretty much, what I mean by worshiping is they want themselves to be the source of your happiness. They want for you, when you are sad, to go on your internet browser and look porn up and watch porn. Because if they can become your source of happiness, that means they can control you. Think about it. If food's outside of you and whatever's outside of you will precede you and control you. So if you like food so much, your food's bitch. Your food's victim, right? Same thing with this. It's outside of you and it's becoming your dopamine release and it's becoming your source of happiness. So whatever outside of you controls you. And we as men, we should be masters of ourselves. We should be master of the internal world. That's just reason one. There are powers working against humanity who want people to be pathetic, lazy, addicted, sleepy, fearful, hateful, uncontrollable, lustful, preserved, degenerate. People like me want you to realize that you actually have powers to control and change yourself for the better. But they don't want you to know this, man. They want you to think that you are an animal with urges and feelings that should not be suppressed or changed. They want you to believe that. They want you to believe in that evolution stuff. Really, it doesn't matter I don't care what you believe in, but they want you to essentially to believe that you're just an animal here on Earth. We're just on a rolling ball going through the universe, and you can't do anything to control your destiny or anything like that. They want you to think that you have these urges and you cannot control them, you cannot direct them like a freaking laser. This is what they don't want you to know. This is what the elites are afraid of you finding out. Because once you find this out, you can literally change your life once and for all. But we have to beat the addiction first. The secret mission of the porn industry is to create men that are easier to control overall. Look at the way society is structured now. Look how the women have become above the man. Look at just the way everything is structured. Everything is just upside down. The world has just flipped around. We preserve good as evil and evil as good. The world has turned upside down. And they know this because, they can poison the lions of the world early on, which is us men and women out there, of course. They know that it's easier for you to put money in their pocket because you can easily profit off someone's insecurity and disbelief in themselves. If someone's insecure, they're so much more easier to convince to buy something that's going to make them feel better. So in this case, you can say pornography. You can look at the transgender agenda. You can look at that and say, they're profiting off men's and women's pretty much self-shame and disbelief in themselves, and because you don't really know who you are. You're scared of yourself. You don't want to be yourself anymore. You're thought that that's disgusting. You're weak. You're nothing. You should become what we tell you to do because that's more beautiful. We're letting them tell us who we are, and that's unfortunate. And it's like, what's a man without semen in his balls? What's a body without blood? What's a body that's depleted of its life force? Just a walking corpse going through life barely alive. Your flesh is overpowering your mind 24/7, 365. You're a slave to your earthly desires. And instead of your brain becoming the king of the operation, it's becoming a slave to your body, and it's doing what the flesh wants to do, right? And this is not what's supposed to happen, because with your body, you serve the devil, and with your mind, you serve God, you serve the Father. We're supposed to use our mind to direct our bodies into doing the works of God, and not just engaging in these useless self-defeating, self-depleting acts. It's nonsense. It makes no sense to us whatsoever. But yet we engage in it, and we know this too. We know this is not right. We know this makes us feel bad. We know this depletes our confidence. We know this takes away from what makes us a man. What makes a man a man. Maybe what makes a woman a woman. For ladies that are watching this too, this probably applies to you as well. Men have become psychos in a sexual manner. Porn just seems so real to our brains that it's actually causing us not to pursue real, meaningful connections or purpose in life. Because your brain thinks that it's making babies, it's accomplishing its evolutionary purpose in life, its task of a lifetime, really. But it's all just an illusion made to trick your brain. Like, guys, seriously, we're literally addicted to pixels there's nothing in front of us here. This is just magic. This is just an illusion, a good illusion that your brain is falling for. And it's a pretty good damn illusion. It gets the job done. But if it's an illusion, and if it's not real, and if it's tricking us not to pursue the meaningful things in our life, and what we're here to accomplish and our higher goals, then we should just literally cut it out of our lives. It makes no sense. Like, we're chasing every time we're chasing a dopamine spike. Every time it just gets worse and worse. Every time you're gonna watch skincare videos, you're gonna look for that release. You're gonna look for that spike, because you're never gonna get the same spike from the same stuff that you watch. So you're always just gonna get into more kinkier and weirder stuff, and it's directly gonna affect the relationships in your life and the people you are with. Literally, man, go record yourself doing this. Go record yourself. I don't know, set up a camera, set up a phone, do what you gotta do. And just watch how freaking addicted, how focused, how engaged you are in this. If we just reverse engineer this process, and we actually took that and we put it into our lives, and we became that engaged and that passionate and that focused in our real work and our real life, you know how fast the world would change. You know how powerful men would become. Literally, the devil knows this. He just doesn't want you to know. So that's that. Now, I want to talk about more about the metaphysical, spiritual side of things, which is actually what I'm excited about for this video, really, because I like the metaphysical stuff. I like studying the occult, and I like studying all this beautiful, beautiful stuff that actually helps you to get a deeper meaning and a deeper understanding of it, so that gives you more of a reason to quit. This is the purpose of this. You are inviting spirits to suck your life energy. In fact, you got the porn industry and demons, or wickedness in high places. Wickedness in high places just means wickedness in the mind. So there's a graven image there. There's an image that's just not right. And now they're both working against you, and they both love it when you are in a state of fear and worry and doubt, because it makes you an easier victim to psychically mind F. When you're in a state of fear, when you're in a state of doubt, when you're in a state of worry, it's much easier for you to buy products. Demons love it because they'll feed off your adenochrones. That's literally a chemical produced in your brain for your fears. The more fearful you are, woo, man, the demons are having a party around you. They're enjoying themselves, bro. It's a full Mandarin dinner out here. It's a full buffet, son. So what I mean by that is, like, when you commit masturbation, also, like, your aura, your energy field, it acts like a shield from negative influences. It becomes weaker, it becomes open to attacks. Thus, like, negative thoughts are welcome more than ever, right? Because I don't know how far you guys into the challenge. I don't know if you guys have completely quit like I have. Like, it's just a complete two different playing fields. When you're stuck there, you're negative, you're resentful, you're fearful. But when you're out of it, man, you become a complete different person. And I'm sure you've already watched many videos about this. But if you're here, then that probably wasn't enough. So that's why I'm here. And negative thoughts are welcome that way. And we know that our thoughts create our world. Because think about it. We all know that thoughts are creation. We know that the beginning of creation starts with thoughts. So why is this? Because thoughts create your feelings, and then your feelings create your actions. So before you engage in the act, you get a thought, and the thought creates a feeling. It creates a powerful electromagnetic urge. And with that urge causes you to take action. And that action creates your character, and that character creates your destiny. So it all creates so you have to start with thoughts. All you have to do is become a thought inspector for 90 days. You have to consciously inspect every thought you got and throw the ones you want and throw the ones that you don't want. A lot of you guys are probably going to struggle with this, but there's no easy way for me to say it than just to say it. Master your thoughts. Just become consciously aware of your thoughts. Take away the thoughts that you don't want, throw that out, and take take in the thoughts that you want, engage in those, because those thoughts are going to produce feelings. Those feelings are going to create powerful, feelings, and that's going to create action. So if you control your thoughts, you're not even engaged in the act in the first place. For me, the thought of masturbating doesn't even emerge in the first place, because I become a master of my thoughts. I become a master of my brain. This is why your brain is a very holy place. The elites also understand the powers that come with maintaining this fluid in your body. It is said to be called Christos, which means oil. Now, just like the story of Jacob's ladder, your spine has 33 vertebrae, and so does the ladder of Jacob, giving it instructions on how to reach heaven in this lifetime, not the life after. By allowing the oil to reach the pineal gland in the Bible, it also says in many cultures around the world, the number 33 is very sacred. So look at the Freemasons, right? They have 33 degrees Freemasonries, because 33 is a very occult number and has a very, very loud meaning. So it means like creative expression and whatnot. And it means compassion and service to others, right? Sufi Muslims also repeat the patterns of numbers of names, 33 names. Like Sufis usually say names 33 times. I think different names 33 times over and over again. Christ also in the Bible died at the age of 33. There is 33 deities of the Vedic traditions. In the Hindu traditions, there's 33 gods, 33 vertebrae. So literally, it's like imagine a spider web, but at the end of the day, everything just leads back in the middle. This is what it's talking about. This is the evidence of the divinity in you as well. And it helps also understand the deeper esoteric biology of life, right? So Jacob also in Genesis 32:30 says that Jacob named the place Peniel, saying, "Indeed, I have seen the face of God face to face, yet my life was spared." So Jacob tells us that he has met God in a place called pineal. He's talking about the pineal gland, which if you look at the eye of Horus, actually gives a direct representation of the brain and the pineal gland together. So I'll put a picture here side to side so you can see that as well. We'll have pictures all over the video. And then another story. Then Judah said to Unan, this is a biblical story as well, "Sleep with your brother's wife, perform your duty as her brother-in-law, and raise up offsprings for your brother." But Unan knew that the offspring would not belong to him, so whenever he would sleep with his brother's wife, he would spill his seed on the ground, so that he would not produce an offspring for his brother. What he did was evil in the sight of the Lord, so he put Unan to death as well. So this story tells us that we should not be ejaculating this fluid on the floor, on the ground. We should not be wasting it because of its true potential and its true value. We're supposed to just use it to bring spirits, souls into this world, pretty much. Other than that, it has its own divine function in your own body to keep you in a godlike state. We are supposed to become sexual alchemists, and we are supposed to be like the universe and the earth below us, transforming semen into powerful resources for creativity and innovation. That's how you become a genius. One of the Hermetic laws states, "as above, as below." And we can learn so much from what's going on in the sky because it affects us as well. If you observe the universe around you, everything is constantly being transmuted from one thing to another, from one element to another. So if a body dies, put it in a coffin. Really, if you just let the body return to the earth and whatnot. If we observe the skies, we can see stars, not visible, but we know this is going on. We can see stars exploding, and we can see things dying. We can see black holes absorbing things, and we can see black holes giving also life to things. So this is just the process of the universe. One thing is transmuted from one element to another to give life to something else. This is the same thing that goes on inside of your body. You're supposed to master this energy, you're supposed to master this urge, and you're supposed to use it for powerful innovation purposes and whatnot. It's supposed to make you into a genius, not into an animal with weak urges. This is what they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that you're capable of sexual transmutation. They don't want you to know that you're an alchemist. They don't want you to know that who you really are. Because if you find out who you really are, you would not be doing what you're doing today. That's for sure. And just one last thing, man. Just quick last nuggets for the video, really. Your brain is such a powerful machine that it's being subconsciously weaponized against you. It can literally create such powerful delusions and illusions that you're going to think of problems that don't even exist. You're literally going to see shit. Because whatever you focus on, that's what you create. We've learned this previously in the video before. Thoughts become feelings, feelings become actions, and then actions become your character, and your character becomes your destiny. So if you're constantly thinking negative shit, you're actually engaging in the process of creation of negative shit in your life. Hence why your life is shit. Because what goes on in your head is what's going to happen in your life directly. So we need to clean up our head. What we need to do is today is we need to start We need to start being thoughts inspectors. We need to start inspecting every single thought that come to our head. You do not have the luxury of a negative thought anymore, now that you know what I've just told you. You do not have the luxury of the negative thought. You need to master this. You need to master your thoughts. If you see a thought you don't like, throw it out. Don't focus on it. Because when you focus on it and you give it attention, where focus goes, energy flows. You're feeding that thought, and that thought, boom, becomes real. You're literally engaging in the process of creation. This is why I say that you are a god and a goddess. Don't engage in the process of negative creation, engage in the process of positive creation. Because this is what we want for every single man, woman, and child in the world, is to have a positive experience in their lifetime and not to live a life of fear, doubt, unbelief, and disbelief. So folks, if you like this video, man, let me know. I didn't go over a lot of things that I wanted to go over because of time. But if you guys like this video, I'm definitely going to go more into the esoteric and the spiritual reasons and the hidden realms and whatnot, the occult reasons and all that good stuff. So again, if you guys like this, leave a comment below, leave a like, and let me know if you guys like it. Yo, have a good day. Like the video and subscribe. Peace.